Welcome to this new episode of the Alex Show TV. It's episode 403 from February the 28th of the year 2025. Today's a Friday. And this is gonna be a good one. You're really gonna like it. Who controls this reality? I was able to bring this show from the Spanish channel. It has been a while this was on. I believe it was around a month and a half that I was able to get this on the Spanish show. And the reason I couldn't bring it or I couldn't port it to the Alex Show TV was because that support video, I couldn't find something similar in English. But through that technology of Hey, by the way, support video, but in two parts. We're gonna watch two videos today, and through the technology of HeyGen, an excellent site I found that allows you to translate up to 3 videos per month, up to 3 minutes each video for free, just with a watermark. I was able to translate this video to English and in an excellent way. It's really amazing technology, to be honest with you. So without further ado, because we have 2 videos to watch, let's watch the first one. I'm going to continue to give you my thoughts on this very interesting subject on who controls this reality.
A visionary in the study of consciousness, dedicated his life to exploring a territory that few minds have dared to tread. His research proposed a revolutionary idea. The reality we perceive is not a static fact, but a construct shaped by our consciousness and the energy fields we collectively share. In the context of collective consciousness, we can say that humanity has always wondered if there are hidden forces, invisible entities, that shape our perception and limit our expansion. Could it be that we live in a carefully designed reality meant to sabotage us? If we do this, and as long as we remain trapped in reality, how can we be more than just in the low frequencies of fear and separation? We will be prisoners of this system that feeds on our energy. Today we will explore a truth that the elites don't want you to know. There is an energy predator that operates in the shadows, a system that seeks not only to control your actions, but also your thoughts and emotions. The world you know is nothing more than a gigantic parasitic organism, an invisible predator that silently feeds on your vital energy. We're not talking about a poetic metaphor, but about an energetic reality that remains hidden behind the veil of the everyday. This predator doesn't use fangs or claws. Its method is much more sophisticated. It sucks your energy through your own emotions, your deepest fears, your latent guilt, and your repressed anger. It's like a psychic vampire that doesn't need to bite you physically, because it has already found much more subtle entry points into your energy system. Why do some people live in a constant cycle of suffering? Why do most human beings seem trapped in a wheel of frustration and pain? The answer is not in the external circumstances, but in this invisible force that dictates the energetic flow of your existence.
Well, that was the first part, and believe me, the second part is gonna be just as good. And as you can see, the translation was in a very high level, so I think we could really understand the message. Yes, we said many times, especially with my very good friend Tony from London, this reality is designed to get a reaction from you. Okay? And the reaction they're shooting for is a negative reaction. It's a reaction that actually lowers your frequency. I know frequency vibration is very attached to the new age, and no. Just think about it. Just when you are down, when you're sad, when you're upset, when you're enraged, when you're in fear, even when you're in lost, and I'm going to include that one because is good, I understand when you with a partner or anything like that, but I'm talking about that lower energetic lost, for example, through pornography and all that. When they want you to be in violence, they want you to be physical, when they want you to be upset and enraged and trying to fight this, to really just take the fight to them. We're not taking the fight to them. They are taking us to their level. Okay. So I know this is extremely difficult to understand. But really, when you react this way, you are playing for them. I shared many times that I had a person that I was actually quite fond of, a guest on the channel for a few times, not only one time, but close to 10 times, that I noticed this person changed. And this person started to be extremely violent, extremely wanting to take the fight to the system, and extremely interested in lower energies. And I remember I had an interaction with him for a few, it was an email exchange that went on for 5-6 times. And my last message was, I really cannot help you. It's not my position to help you, but you need to leave this behind. You're going to notice that, you have to leave this behind. Fortunately, this person, months after, passed away from this reality. And I hope the passing, he was able to leave this behind, because that's very important. Very important. I also shared a few times, that was at the beginning of the show in 2022 out there in Beachwood. There's someone that said that had cancer stage 4 cancer. And apparently very advanced, and said, okay, I'm going to leave this reality. I'm going to leave this very soon. I need information how to deal with it. And I noticed a rage. I noticed this person being upset with life, being upset. Why is me that I have stage 4 cancer and not the neighbor, not the person I see out there in the supermarket, out in the streets? And remember, the only advice I can give you is stop the rage, stop being so upset, and try to live peacefully. Because as we live this reality in peace, the loosh, this energy that we give out through our negative emotions stops. And suddenly you are not feeding this entity that the support video presented. In this second part of the support video, we're going to learn a little bit more about who this entity is, an actual name called egregor. And I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this. Very interesting and very fun. This is not a negative show. This is a positive show, because we can understand how not to give energy to this controller of this reality.
The ancients knew this entity by different names. Egregor is one of them. It is not a physical being, but a field of consciousness fed by the collective mind. It feeds on repetitive emotional patterns, the poverty that is inherited generationally, the constant struggle for survival, depression and despair. It seems to be transmitted like an invisible virus. This force not only observes but actively influences your thoughts and actions. It's like an invisible conductor orchestrating the strings of your reality, arranging situations that perpetuate your current energetic state. He wants to keep you in a state of low resonance, where fear, doubt, and helplessness, let them be your constant companions. But here's the secret. This energy predator only has power if you allow it. Every time you sink into despair, every moment you believe there's no way out, you are feeding it. It is a parasite that thrives on you. Resignation. This predator does not distinguish between races, cultures, or social classes. It operates on a vibrational level, where energy is its only food. Your pain, your fear, your sense of helplessness, all of this is its daily feast. And the most perverse thing is that you have been programmed to serve it willingly, and you aren't even aware of it. But today, in this moment, you have the opportunity to break that cycle, to awaken, to recognize that you are so much more than just an energy source for an invisible entity. Keep in mind that the egregor is not a conqueror that uses brute force, but a master of energetic manipulation. Its most effective strategy is to trap your energy through your own thoughts and emotional reactions. We're talking about a system so sophisticated that it makes you become the jailer of your own consciousness. Its main goal is simple yet perverse, to turn you into an unconscious devotee. It doesn't seek your physical submission, but your psychological worship. It wants you to worship it through your fears, your doubts, your self-imposed limitations. Every time you worship it through your fears, your doubts, your self-imposed limitations.
Well, as I said, that's just amazing stuff. Yes, and what else can I say? That the two support videos were magnificent, and I appreciate that technology of HeyGen, because that translation was superb. is that we give them. They need us. We don't need them. Just think about that. And yes, I remember episode 3, all your limits are self-imposed. It's exactly that. All the things you think you are, you're this limited, suffering being, you are not. That's why I share many times, I don't think suffering is in the cards. I don't think suffering is a spiritual lesson. I don't think suffering is part of this reality. This reality is just the way it is because it suits the controllers of this reality. And we're here, and maybe the lesson we need to learn is, hey, I'm something else. And when we leave this reality, understand we have all the power to leave this reality. Don't allow them to tell us differently. I could not share this story, I could not share this information with this person that said had stage 4 cancer. I think he was looking for that. But I could not share it because he had to understand himself, the power. He felt so powerless that I could not really make sense to him that these realities like this, sure, but when we leave it, we have the power to leave. Okay. I'm not saying the rest of the universe is fine and Earth is the only place that these kind of parasitic controllers operate. But as we learn how to behave, as we learn how to react, as we learn the intentions in our heart, that we want the best for all the universe, and these parasitic beings, the egregor, yes, someday, somehow, they're gonna change, they're gonna evolve, they're gonna mature, and as we wish this pure, undiluted love, unconditional love without judgment, to everything that operates in the universe, I'm sure that's the same thing that the Creator wants, that everything is going to evolve, okay? So you might ask, why does this egregor exist? Because we allow it, because we create it in a way. Because if we have a negative stance of the world, that's what the universe is going to reflect back at us. People that say, oh, that world is awful, oh, well, that's your position on the world, and that's going to reflect back. As we change that, as we evolve from that, as we understand the pure, undiluted law of the everything, this reality is going to change, and the egregor is going to change, and the egregor is going to actually morph and evolve and mature into a beautiful thing, because these controllers are also part of creation, okay? They're just in a different state. We're all in a different place in a line. Just think about it. It's like someone is in 0 and you're in 100. Is it really different? Or if someone is in kindergarten and you're in university, is it really different? Not really. Because the potential for the ones that are in kindergarten to reach university is there. And they're going to reach university someday, somehow. Okay? Why does the egregor exist? Because we feed it. If we stop feeding it through your reaction, through your intentions, the egregor will eventually evolve and change and become like us. So I hope this makes sense. If everything's okay, I should see you back on Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover your true self. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and to serve others. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover your true self? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to the universe. Simply ask, who am I? Where do I come from? What is my purpose? You will start getting signs, breadcrumbs, and signals. You will notice how your emotions about this reality start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering your true self equals to real freedom. Your self-imposed limits will fall and you will be ready to understand this reality, but you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will set up a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, lust, envy, violence, justice, true violence. Judgment of others and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only your egoic mind and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Thank you very much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@thealexshow.tv. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website, www.thealexshow.tv. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.